Good? Good. 147.
Boom.
On Father's Day.
Dude.
Or what Shanna likes to call it, Sunday. Coming out hot.
Damn, dude. How dare you?
I was thinking of that. I was like, anyway, I wonder if you're going to like, what are you going to do for today?
Honestly, I just said.
Is today the first Father? No, last year was
the first one. And it was funny because like everyone told me, it's going to be hard. It's going to be so
like,
tough.
Well,
I was like, you need to pump the brakes right there.
First off, I can give you 30 odd Father's Days prior to this, which we didn't give a shit about either, and neither did he.
There were times where I would call him on Father. One time he fucking argued with me and then hung up on me, then called me back a couple hours later and apologized because I called him to wish him Happy Father's Day, and he's like, "Right, it's fucking July, and I don't need this type of shit from you right now." It's like,
what, he thought you was like busting his balls?
Yeah, he thought I was fucking with him. He's like, "You're trying to make me think it's a different month, right?
Man,
you can fuck off." And I was like, Dad, That's telling you right now that it is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. He's like, yeah, whatever. I guess you're gonna pull the shit. And then he hung up, and I was like, whatever. And then a few hours later, my phone rings.
He called you. It was like, Happy Father's Day.
He's like, I just want to let you know, I am sorry. I do apologize. It's like they got, it's like I'm all over the place right now. I'm like, and the funny thing is, at that point in time, he had not been working for almost 4 years. Yes. And when my dad says, I'm all over the place right now, that just means he's just smoking more drugs than he fucking normally
It means he's all over the house.
He's like, I'm all over the place right now.
I was in the bathroom for like 2 days.
Yeah, I woke up in the tub. Turns out, not as comfortable as I thought it would be. I set up a tent in the basement.
He called you back just to apologize. He's like, I'm sorry that I snapped on you. What did you get me for Father's Day? Is it $24? Because I am short. I'm at my guy's house now.
Right, they're gonna break my legs. I'm telling you right now. But that's I think I said it before. Like the only other time he's ever called me to apologize was the socket wrench thing, and that was fucking ridiculous.
Because he thought you stole it.
Because he thought I stole socket wrenches, and then he called back and apologized because it turned out he never had socket wrenches. He just was like, I never had those,
dude. Speaking of a couple of sweet dads, I just sent this to Danny, but I saw a picture, and it was on the Instagram page I follow, the Underground Cult Theater, which is usually obviously pictures from like behind the scenes or like actors acting weird, during like a serious part or something. Just stupid, candid shots. And the one that they put up was a picture of Dice and Hellraiser, and it was obviously like early 90s, and we did a little research, and it happened to be at the MTV Awards?
Yeah, the 1992 MTV
where he got banned.
Yeah. I think it's either right.
There it is.
It's got to be right.
Damn, dude. Look at that outfit. I mean, are the suspenders necessary? Yes.
The funny thing is, I don't know which one looks more gay.
I know.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's like, why is Hellraiser's 3 nipples bleeding?
I don't know.
He's like, I got 6 nipples. I want them all bleeding. We ain't getting off, girl.
It's like, Dice, I really like that little Miss Muffet joke.
He's like, you're not a Mizuno guy? I see you at the Easton office. I would have pegged you more for Mizuno. I don't know, maybe Louisville Slugger.
Dude, could you imagine if Dice found the fucking Chinese puzzle box and he's just like, what is this faggot shit?
Dude, this looks like every one of my dad's cousins.
What,
and honest God, yeah, in like the 80s. No, I wish. I'd be sick if he did grab a pin out and was like, oh, just did that. Like it was a Marlboro light.
Dude, if Dice became Pinhead.
Oh, he'd be the funniest Pinhead with just Marlboro lights out of his head. Well, and I saw this. I thought this was like from a movie. And I was like, well, what fucking movie were these two? And then I thought it was like some stupid thing. And then I was like, this would be the sickest movie ever. If these two were in like a buddy cop movie.
Dude, it's like The Adventures of Ford Fairlane is a horror movie. That's exactly what the fuck
this movie seems like it's the only movie that had a trailer that like cursed a lot.
It's also another thing if you put Dice strikes me as the type of dude who would never read a script. I'd heard that he would never read like what the fucking things were. So he just showed up on set. Like, what are we shooting here? Some gay movie?
Yeah, dude.
Dude. Fucking just goes with it. He just doesn't care. He's like, what is this guy? A catcher for a gay baseball team? That's fine. He got on there.
I looked up that dude, though. I just looked up that guy.
Doug Bradley.
Yeah, Doug Bradley.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That'd be such a funny trailer for this movie. It's called, it's like, this summer, Dice Clay and Doug Bradley in Dicey Hell. And then they just start cursing. Like, what? Like, it's like, you want to roll the dice? They'll send you to fucking hell, man.
You see Dice on 2 wheels driving a Cadillac, and Hellraiser's like, getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, Hellraiser's on a toilet. I can't move.
Them interrogating someone. Dice like, you gotta tell us where the drugs are, pussy. And then chains come out of the walls. He's like, told me where it is. Fucking hooks going into someone's face. It's like, he didn't do it.
Hell cop and retarded cop, dude. That's so weird.
They don't know how to question anybody.
All perks are like, I have no idea what to do, dude. They're all over me.
Dude. And then fucking Hellraiser has an addiction. It's a cocaine, and you don't know about it. He's like, you got to get off the junk. Pinhead.
Come on. I'm just doing what you taught me, Dice. He's like the partner in American Gangster. He's just doing heroin, killing black dudes in the fucking ghetto. He's like, he pulled a gun on me.
Hellraiser's undercover as a prostitute with like a wig on, like, hey, big boy.
Dice looks like he's a prostitute, dude.
Come look in my box. So you came.
It's like, hey, are these two cops? Find out this summer in Dicey Hell. Who the fuck knows? Don't be a pussy about it. It's like, what, dude?
Have you ever wondered how things get greenlit? Come to Dicey Hell.
Dicey Hell. What are they cops? We don't fucking know.
We don't know. Dude, this is totally a Thai guy. Oh, my God. Type of thing where he's just like, Dice, baby.
I'm thinking you, Dougie Bradley. He's just sold out Madison Square Garden 4 shows in a row. Here's what you need. A box office, a blast.
So, Dice, here's the thing. Have you ever thought about the supernatural? I know it's all over the place right now. Now, think about different dimensions. How about that? I'm coming at you hard.
Do you imagine how corny Dice's jokes were with Doug Bradley just walking up like, oh, you got something on your mind? Huh? You hear what I said? Shut up, Andrew.
Hey, buddy, you got something on your face.
That'd be so funny if Hellraiser just fired back like, why don't you shut up, Jew faggot? I'm like, whoa, dude. Dougie.
You fucking hack. Just walks away.
He takes a nail out. He's like, yeah, how about that? I can do it too. Queer. Caught your act down there at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Wow.
Yeah, nice nursery rhymes. Queer.
What time did you get to bed writing that shit, Dice? Jesus Christ. Just like completely shitting on him. Like, what a fuck face.
You need to hit the Mary Muffin more, all right? He's like giving him tips. He's like, I caught your set down there at the Ha-Ha hole.
Honestly, your punches fall a little flat, so.
He says 6 bleeding nipples in front of him. With like a dildo cut out in his catcher's chest pad. That's a catcher's chest pad.
I'm talking about, dude.
Damn,
and
dude.
He takes the blood from his nipples like, I'm going to write down a guy who can help you out with these jokes, honestly.
He's like, honestly, lose the fucking wristbands. What are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck. Like, you look fucking retarded.
You look like you only deal drugs to softball teams, all right?
It's like, God. They open a Chinese puzzle box to get me. What do they do? Doing an abacus wrong to get you, you fucking retard. Jesus Christ.
They just rub a cannoli.
Yeah.
Dice pops out.
If you drop
I'm a genie.
If you drop a Newport 3 times, he shows up.
Yeah, dude. You just have to pack a pack of smokes 3 times. He pops up in the mirror behind you.
Like, Dice Man, Dice Man, Dice Man. Yo! Oh, fucking he has no idea what to do with you. Holy shit.
Dude, so I've been continuing to watch going into the abyss of Entourage.
Oh, yeah, you're still on that kick?
Wow. I mean, not really. It's that
seems
bad.
like a waste of fucking time.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. The first couple seasons are hilarious because it's so phony and it's like, all right,
you know what the funny thing is? I've only seen 1 full episode and not even in its entirety. I'm just going with like I would watch a part of it and then stop watching.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like I'm in like season like 4 now, and this is when it like starts getting serious and it's like this sucks. It's like everyone liked the show because it was just 4 assholes that they've known each other their whole lives, just being rich.
And it's based on Wahlberg's life, right? That's the whole thing?
Yeah, like he's always been friends with this dude, Drama. Their friend Turtle, he died.
Oh.
Like the real one. You see them in the beginning, like the very first episode, you see Wahlberg walk by and he's like, oh, the Wrecking Crew. And they're like, yo, what's up, Mark? And like Wahlberg's walking with his crew, which is hilarious because the real Johnny Drama is like 68. And I know he is. He's old as shit, dude. And
was he holding an IV thing like, get him?
He's like, Boston, what up? Stand up, Bruins. Yeah, I don't know, man. But you know what I mean? Right. Wahlberg's not a spring chicken, but I mean...
He still looks good, dude.
Yeah, it's still Wahlberg. So, I don't know. But it was funny because I was watching and and I got fucking super stoned last night. I just by myself. It was great. So I'm watching Entourage. I'm lit. Okay. Sick. I'm watching this episode where Turtle and the boys are getting Drama's old car out. Like he had a car. It was like an old Continental with like suicide doors. Sick car. Sick. So they're surprising him because he's had a show come out. And I don't know, whatever. But he's at the Turtle's at the car place to get the car, and like the black dude who owns it knows him and they're bullshitting. And his daughter works there and she's smoking hot. So Turtle, like, he starts throwing some moves on. He's talking shoes because that fat ass got no other fucking way to go into it.
Sounds like a guy I know.
Yeah. Are you talking about me, dude? I'm not that into shoes anymore, dude.
Like, what do you got there?
Yeah, but so anyway, so they go out on a date, right? They go out on a date, and of course, Turtle is driving a brand new Maserati that Vince bought for all of them because whatever.
Why not?
Yeah, and it's funny because I just started laughing myself because like at the end of the date, he's like, "Yo, I got to get home. Your dad's gonna kill me." She's like, "If we're gonna get home, you better give me the keys." And he gives this girl he's only met once prior to this to a brand new Maserati, and of course. All of a sudden, the car is manual. I thought it was automatic the whole time, but it's manual. She's whipping it like fucking Vin Diesel. Awesome. You know what I mean? And it's so funny. She's like, well, you're going 110. She's like, is that all? And I started laughing. I'd be sick if she just flipped it and they both died in a fiery death. It's like, what happened to Turtle? It's like, you let that black chick drive that Maserati, just fucking pierced right into a fucking garbage truck. That was funny. And then at one point, Drama's on this show, like a successful show that Eddie Burns is directing. It's called like five towns or 5 boroughs. It's about New York guys.
Okay, yeah,
horrible. And Bunny is like, he's a lead, dude. So he's like crushing, and he's like trying to like show off in front of the other cast members, and it's the funniest shit you'll ever see. It's so bad. But it's serious. And at one point, I think he says something like, hey, I'm not going to pull a Clooney, just yet. And I was like, what the fuck does that
even mean?
I think it's a reference, I mean, obviously to George Clooney, like not showing up. And I was like, do people say that? Like, is that a thing? I'm sure someone's covered that. But like cover and call it Clooney. If I was, I'd be like, dude, can you not say shit like that if you're gonna sit next to me?
Before you fucking pull Clooney's like, yeah, I'm not gonna shit in all the tissue boxes.
That's what I was say. I'm like, how was your weekend? Like, how was your weekend, Six? I'm like, I went full Broderick. Yeah. They're like, what's that? I'm like, that's when I ran a guy over and killed him. That's it. And apparently just no one cares. Because Broderick killed a guy.
Oh, yeah, he definitely killed a guy.
In Ireland. So obviously no one gave a shit. And it's like, come on, it's Ferris. I'd let that guy run my daughter over.
Was Sarah Jessica Parker with him when he did that?
No, it was him and someone else. It was in Ireland. Like, he was definitely young, obviously in like the 80s at the height of his shit. And he just plowed over some Mick walking home.
Was he still wearing the leopard print vest?
I think it was in his buddy's car, though. His dad's car. He had a Red Wings jersey on.
Dude, he's just jumping up and down.
He got out. The cops were like, oh, my God, he's dead. He's like, shake it up, baby. They're like, what? He tries to be the sausage king.
He tries to go to sleep with the fucking... It's like, well, it's not me.
The weekend at Bernie's.
Dude, if he hit the guy and went full weekend with him, he's asleep.
Somebody was playing Calypso music while he was driving.
It's like, life's pretty fast. If you don't slow down, you might hit him. Hit a Irish guy.
Dude, he literally killed a guy, and everyone was like, damn, dude. Broderick killed a guy. They're like, yeah, but, fucking Bueller, dude. What are we doing here? Guy's a national treasure.
Dude, that'd be great if the fucking judge was just like, Bueller.
He's like, from the movie?
Yeah. I like that.
I don't think anything happened. I think he just
now
paid a fine.
That's got to be the worst fucking death in the world. Like, to be killed by a celebrity in such an obscure way. It's not like the celebrity shot you or stabbed you or there was an altercation.
Yeah, I don't think this was in downtown Dublin or Belfast. This was out in the country.
Oh, so he killed him fucking I know what you did last summer type of guy.
Oh yeah, probably looked around the same too.
Dude, just where? Oh man, that would be fucking. See, these are the things I want. I want a celebrity to kill a dude and then have a vendetta, a family blood feud vendetta against a fucking celebrity.
Vince Neil killed a guy. He did 20 days.
Yeah, that's
Leif Erikson.
Yeah. He paralyzed the guy.
I always call him. What's his name? Is it Leif Erikson?
Yeah, you were calling him Leif Garrett.
Leif Garrett. Yeah.
No, it's Leif Garrett. You were calling him
Leif Erikson,
Leif Erikson, the Viking guy. You're like,
fucking.
Can't believe
he probably hit
that.
A couple people on his way over. He's like, I think I might have handicapped that guy.
In his big dragon boat, he's like, uh-oh.
He puts his horn out on someone else. He's like, you were driving.
I had too much mead, dude.
Dude.
Fuck now,
yeah, but, yeah. I mean, there's a few of those. I mean, yeah, Leif Garrett, he didn't kill the guy though.
No, he just
it just made for one of the fucking. That guy just turned into. He was handicapped and also turned into a pussy apparently because when they made, he's like, "You saved my life, man." I've been like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, dude.
I would have used the last bit of energy in those gimp legs to jump up and beat the shit out of that bandana wearing dickhead.
It's like, what happened?
You ran me over. I was right in the road.
You saved my life, man. Now I clooney in a bag.
Well, I think they're in the car together actually.
They were, and they wrapped
on like
it.
a beer run at like 8 a.m.
Yeah, he wrapped it around a telephone pole and paralyzed the guy. That is like also another thing. Like,
what?
Just you don't hear about that anymore. Is that like did that happen?
Well,
did that stop in the 80s?
It stopped. Like I've noticed a lot of celebrities really don't drive. Like I think the last run at it was like the beef was definitely getting some dewies.
Yeah, but
I think he was like the last one, but they don't really drive anymore.
Caitlyn Jenner killed someone.
Oh yeah, Caitlyn Jenner killed a guy with her wiener.
Just say what kind of Franken dick fucked it.
Fucked him to death. No, yeah, Caitlyn Jenner definitely.
I know.
That's why she transitioned. She's like, "They'll never find me now." I killed a guy. I gotta fucking put tits on this thing. Come on.
Dude, could you imagine him in the interrogation? Like, I'm not going down for anybody.
You motherfuckers. You're on your own.
He's being interrogated by Hellraiser. He's like, what would you like to do? It's like,
Dicey's like, tranny.
We can
Talk
help
to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Bruce, we can help you.
Every time I do a dice, it's like flashbacks of my father yelling at me.
Jesus.
It's like, my dad doesn't even have that kind of accent. It does, but he doesn't. Not that harsh, obviously, but yeah.
Wait, when did Caitlyn Jenner kill a dude?
It was still Bruce. Oh wait, no, it might have been Caitlyn. Yeah, this wasn't that long ago.
What?
Yeah. It's so funny because like he had a perfect driving record. The minute he became a girl, he killed a guy. Imagine if he turned Asian. Damn it. That's a layup.
You just see Caitlyn Jenner outside of a fucking thing trying to parallel park. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
She's no hands, just hitting the gas.
Backs into somebody. That's how it goes. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't that. I don't think it was that long ago. But there's definitely a list of celebrities that have killed people. You know, fucking what's his name? Walken and fucking what's his name killed Natalie Wood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think it's like you don't hear about
boat death.
So I know Phil Spector killed the fucking. He shot the fucking. Lady.
Philly did nothing to do with that.
He killed that lady.
The gun misfired.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Phil Spector. Do you honestly think that guy's capable of doing anything crazy?
What are we fucking kind of fancy?
His whole defense is like, have you heard the songs he's produced? You want me to go down the list? It's like he killed a guy. It's like, hold on a second. You know what else he killed? The charts.
Yeah.
Murdered the Billboard, dude.
Taking it down.
Who's the real killer here? They're like Phil Spector. They're like, all right, I don't know what to do with that. I don't want to listen to me.
Just play track one.
That's what they should have done with OJ. They're like, watch this run. They're 3rd and 18. They go for the run.
That's another thing we were talking about. I don't understand why they never there had to have been somebody a few times on the jury or even the judge that's like, man, I want to fucking take the juice down.
Oh, somebody was wearing like an old Bills jersey.
Yeah, they're just
old
like
30 deuce. Yeah, dude. That'd be sick. Come in with like the retro Bills jersey. Like, look, I am equal on both sides. He has like a Bills Buffalo beer hat.
He just comes in with a shirt that says "Bitch deserved it." He's like, I don't know. Just sitting there, it's like I don't know. That guy might be a little bit biased about what was going on.
Yeah, it's weird though. So I'm sure someone's already talked about this, or a comic has it in their bits. But saying if I was around someone like any of you guys that were like, yeah, I don't want to pull a clooney, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me, dude. Just tell me what that means.
I don't wait. So that just mean like big time in somebody?
I think it means like the situation in the show was at that time like he didn't show up. They were like, drama, you better show up for this shot, and he was like, oh, I definitely will. I'm not going to pull a Clooney. Meaning, I guess George Clooney didn't show up for something one time.
Okay, and
it's also like you're on a TV show, dude.
You can't pull.
I mean, dude, watch the scene. It's really like it's gut wrenching how awkward it is.
There are only two things I remember about Entourage. One involves drama, and that's when he like smoked and he freaked out. Mm-hmm. And two, when it involves Turtle, when he shaved his pubes completely for the chick he was trying to fuck.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah, I don't know why they make that such a big deal in TV shows where guys shave they're like, I shaved. It's like, okay, who gives a shit?
Man, have you shaved your balls?
I always have it shaved.
No, I mean like completely.
Balls?
Yeah, like everything.
I don't fuck around unless I had one of those like Manscaped razor or whatever that are made for that. Because if you fuck around down there, man. Whoop.
I've nicked my ball one time.
Yeah.
And it was fucking
everyone knows.
I figured out what pulling a Clooney was.
What's that?
That's when It was in reference to Clooney becoming a star on ER.
Yeah.
Then he went to
Oh,
movies.
that makes sense.
Then he went to movies and never went back to TV.
Well, it's hilarious is because, you know what it is fucking, that situation was he was on the show, on his TV set, on his TV show set, and he was going to a meeting at Brett Ratner's house for like the new Rush Hour. And now it's hilarious to look back and it's like Brett Ratner's the biggest fucking scumbag to ever walk, and he's a fucking dork. He was involved with the skateboarding world for a while, and I remember people talking about him. I was like, this fat little piece of shit sucks, dude.
What did he do What did he do for skating?
He was just involved with the videos.
Okay.
He was involved, like, he was basically like, he was trying to basically be Spike Jonze. So like Spike Jonze was doing videos, and then he bought Chocolate and Girl, which was a skateboard deck.
Yeah.
He created that, and it was like and then he was making good movies. So like Ratner was like, yeah, I'm going to do that, but also I'm going to rape a ton of girls on the side. No one will catch me. Whoops. They got me. Yeah, he's like mini Harvey, dude.
I was just going to ask.
He's mini Weinstein.
Was the Steen in Entourage at all?
They have a guy named Harvey. It's actually the one guy. He's an actor. You've definitely seen him in a bunch of shit. He's an actor. I always forget his name, but he's been in a ton of movies. He does kind of look like Harvey Weinstein. He plays a guy named Harvey, like Goldberg, but like he's a nut job. He also he grew up with all the benefits in the world, but joined the military so he could kill a guy, which Harvey Weinstein did.
Sick.
Yeah. But they don't show him raping.
That's funny. He's like, I joined the military so I could kill a guy, and I got into Hollywood so I could rape everyone.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Also, Entourage, I can't decide who was the worst intro song. I think it's Entourage or Sopranos. I can't decide.
Sopranos is pretty fucking disgusting.
It's horrendous, but Entourage sends like daggers through my fucking head. It's like, Jesus, because it's the worst song in the world. It's like, won't be my superstar. It's like the worst shit I've ever heard. Maybe when it started, because I forgot that show was kind of old.
That show was
like 04, 05.
Yeah, dude, I was in high school when
I get that, but then it's like, all right, maybe we're in our 5th season. Let's kind of update the song here.
Or you could just shorten it. You don't even need the fucking theme song anymore.
That's why I've always liked, Curb has a very right to the point thing. I just don't do an intro song.
Dude, speaking of Sopranos, when Fennell and I went to the Scrapyard to look for shit for my car.
Yeah. The whole cast members were there.
Oh, dude, there might have well have been. It was fucking wild. When we went to the office, it was like every fucking...
Is that your first time to a Scrapyard?
No, it's not. And the funny thing is, the first time I've been there, just run by Italians. And the one guy...
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think
dude.
I've ever been to a Scrapyard that wasn't run by Italians.
This one guy was like, you could tell he was fucking connected. That was the best part.
Connected to what? Subway? Come on.
Dude.
I'm on fire today.
There was a couple things in there that I was like, this is... I almost wanted to take a picture of it because they were just so obscure. But one thing that stuck out is there was a Billy Bats bobblehead from fucking Goodfellas.
A bobblehead?
A bobblehead of Billy Bats.
Was he stabbed to death?
Dude, I don't understand. That's such a crazy-ass character. One, because Billy Bats is in the movie for like maybe 5 minutes.
Iconic scene, though.
And very... But it's also, he was a piece of shit in the movie. Why do you pick out of
He's
all
also
the
a real guy. So it's like his family might be like, hey, maybe not make bobbleheads. That wasn't a sanctioned kill either, you pieces of shit. Turn him into a fucking bobblehead.
Things didn't make sense in there. It was like a bunch of James Gandolfini shit. There was a cigar that was framed from the fucking show of Sopranos. And then there was a framed picture, and I loved it, of Charles Bronson from a spaghetti western as a fucking Mexican. I was like, man, this is...
They're all over the place.
Dude,
my dad would be in heaven there.
Oh, man. I thought it was fucking great.
Yep.
It was fucking awesome. And it was just like being in somebody's basement in high school. I was like, oh, you guys just hang out all day and do
the shit
literally
they
nothing.
decide to put on walls there, dude. If you go to at the auto body shop that we've always gone to, like, it's like my dad knows everyone there. I don't know if we're related, probably. But if you go in there, like, the office is a shithole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's Skittles in there from fucking 10 years ago. But on the wall, there's pictures, but not framed. They just have one pin through it. The one is computer printed. It's sick. It's still there. And it's a lineup of all the fucking dudes on Sopranos. And it says, we'll find Bin Laden. Forget about it. And I'm like, yes.
Dude, they're literally, it's funny you say that, behind the counter, there was a framed American flag, and it said Navy SEALs 1, Bin Laden 0.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. It's like, these guys fucking get it.
It's so funny to me to think, like, yeah, dude, you know We should send in the fake mob that killed Benoit. I'm like, they would all get killed immediately. They die from getting killed by ISIS, or they die from just overheat and exhaustion.
This is hot.
You imagine fucking Vito walking or Big Puss walking around like, Jesus Christ, it's always this hot here. Like my dad on the boardwalk in July. It's like, Jesus Christ, what are we walking still?
That Billy Batts is who got Bin Laden. He's like, go home, get your shine box, Billy.
Yeah, why don't you go home and get your razor? We're like, what?
What?
They just shoot him.
Cut his head off.
I see Billy Batts is on him. He's like, I want to tell you I'm in full support of ISIS. What? Is that it?
Just crying.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. It was great. And then I was telling Danny, is like, I could have got those parts for free if I just was willing to lose a finger. For that much. Because the guy who took us out, we're in a fucking...
A guy took you out?
We had to be escorted out there in a van.
At a junkyard?
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Yeah, you probably didn't want to go and buy the one part.
Yeah, dude, that's what dude, we were talking about it. It was fucking crazy. We were like, man, I wonder how many bodies.
Where was this at? Which one?
West Philly, all the way at the other end.
Like down in the 60s?
Yeah, past the 60s.
Like going towards Cobb's Creek and Upper Darby?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it might be a couple down there.
Fucking nowhere.
Cobb's Creek's been fucking wild lately,
yeah,
dude.
Oh, my God. Dude.
That's like every other night down there.
We drove through it, and I was like, holy shit, Cobb's Creek. Got home literally in an hour. My Citizen app goes off. Says 2 people and a baby were shot in Cobb's Creek.
Baby shouldn't have been there, dude.
Yeah,
Cobb's Creek, man. It's always been shitty because it's right in that chunk between Upper Darby and West Philly, but these last, I'd say 2 months, Citizen app notifications, fucking Cobb's Creek wowing out down there.
That's what I said, man. Philadelphia is going to be the
horrendous golf course.
There's a golf course out there?
Yeah. Yeah, the flags are just dead bodies upside down. I swear to God, Cobb's Creek Golf Course. It's horrendous. It's not good. There's definitely bodies on there somewhere.
But when we got to the junkyard, I remember just asking, and it was funny because we're standing there, and all of a sudden we hear, over a loud, you look like 2 people waiting for a boat. Ha! Jump overboard. And we're like, where the fuck?
Jump overboard. Nailed it.
Where the fuck did that happen? And, there's just a speaker over top of the gate. We're like, hey. This was we're going to
Were they running an open mic?
Yeah, I was like, what is happening here? So this fucking van pulls up. Fennell and I get in it, and there's no seats, and we're just holding on. Dude, it's just like a fucking Honda Odyssey. Out? Yeah. And a guy's talking about we're passing these fucking just carcasses of cars.
And bodies.
Dude, that's another thing I thought. Man, how many fucking just bodies are in this junkyard? You can't do anything with a junkyard. Apparently, Fennell apparently had one in his family, and when it went under, a hotel was looking to buy the land. We're not going to do anything with this. The whole ground is contaminated. It was yeah. And I guarantee,
and then they're on the hook.
Yeah.
They're fucked.
And I guarantee there's at least 4 or 5 different skeletal remains.
They'd be better off buying land on an Indian burial ground. That'd be quicker. Guaranteed it'd be quicker than a body drop from the mob, dude. You got years waiting on that.
Ever, dude.
You know how much red tape's involved with that? They pull a couple bodies out of that crusher scene.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, you're not going to see that business.
So anyway, found the parts. Then we're coming back. And both the sliding doors in the van are open. And this guy's not paying attention. He's just talking, prattling on. He's like, hey, if I come back here tomorrow, I'm going to get the parts I need. I like that over there. That's
so
nice.
He's retarded.
Nova over there. That's a good one over there. And
Chucky.
Then a fucking car out, I wasn't paying attention either, but cuts him off and he slams on the brakes and both the sliding doors slam shut and graze my arm and Fennell's. And we were like, holy shit.
A car cut him off in the junkyard?
It was behind another truck and it just pulled out.
Oh,
okay. Couldn't see him.
Yeah.
Guy slams on brakes. He's like, oh my fucking God. He's like, God, watch where the fuck you're going, yelling at the dude. He's like,
do you know him?
No idea. Dude, he just yelled.
Jesus Christ.
And we get back and we're in there, we're paying. I'm like, man, if I
What'd you end up finding?
Oh, we got the hood, we got the fucking fender, we got the lights.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
Got everything we basically needed. And then I remember being in the car. I'm like, if I just kept my hand on that fucking door jamb.
Yep.
And that motherfucker slammed shut, I would have got
all of
those fucking
that or they would just laughed at you.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I was willing to bet they would just be like, "Yeah, you're fucking stupid."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a restaurant where if you fall or find glass in your meal,
Excuse me.
They'll just laugh at you. They're like, good one.
You're out of toilet paper. I just think that I should be compensated. Just want to let you know.
That's good.
Might have been a mess in there.
Yeah, so also, I got to be honest with you. I don't know what episode I talked about it on it yesterday, if it's the one we're keeping or the one we deleted, but I was talking about your sobriety and compare it to the pictures, your lamps. You put one out today again, the lamp picture of the junior boxing with the gloves.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, put that in the bat next to the Nintendo. It's like, where did Shanna stop drinking? It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
I'll put it up on the page so people know what I'm talking about. But he's like, yo, I made a lamp, and it's a shitty picture of a Nintendo.
Right.
I'm just saying,
it's not that shitty.
It's pretty bad, and it's fucking. And then you should see the bat, and then the one you do with the gloves, which is amazing. It looks great.
In Six's defense, that photo is horrible.
Yeah, it's a horror. It's like
the
a flip
lamp
phone.
has to be better than the photo because the photo is terrible.
I mean, the lamp is not much to it. It's a Nintendo with 2 bulbs on top that go on. That's it. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not knocking the actual project. I'm knocking the fact that you were definitely drinking during that. And then when you see the bat, the barbed wire bat, and now the barbed wire covered boxing gloves, which is great, you can tell when you stop drinking. It's pretty easy. People will ask me, like, when did Shane stop drinking? I'm like, you ever go on his Instagram? Look at the Nintendo light. About 3 pictures after
You know what?
that.
I often wonder if there's ever, like, this happens in other groups of people. It's like, you know what? That fucking, he was a pretty good oral surgeon for a while. But you can definitely tell where he started drinking, where he stopped drinking, man. This guy.
Maybe. I mean, dude, everyone knows their friends like that, especially, you know what I mean? So it's like, I would be able to pick out not just you, but other friends if I went to their Instagram. I'm like, yeah, this is when he stopped being a fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm friends with a ton of tattoo artists. You can
There you
tell
go.
when sobriety hits.
Yeah, one looks like Dilbert. The next one's like a fucking Masterpiece Hitchcock themed fucking, you know what I mean? It's like the cover of the fucking birds on his back. Yeah, the other one's fucking Beaker from the fucking... You know what I mean? It's like, all right, this guy got his shit together here.
He's like, he can only do Muppets.
Yeah.
And only cylindrical ones. That's
Yeah.
all he could do. And you could tell he was drinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's, I guess that's a difference. I didn't think of it that way, and I still, I guess I haven't looked at that picture of the.
It's just a bad picture. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That doesn't mean I was drunk. I may have.
But it's what I'm.
No,
you're missing the point. What I'm saying is, if you look at that project, finished project with the picture compared to the finished project and the pictures of these last 2 that you put up,
does, all right.
That's why I always compare it. So if you follow Shana on Instagram, go back like a month, check out Nintendo. It's horrendous, and then look at the last 2. I'm not wrong. Also, I heard you got stopped on the street.
Oh yeah,
Somebody recognized you, but not for comedy.
Not for comedy, and not
for being a gay model.
For
in the
being
70s.
a gay model. That I did look up one picture, and I was like, that he's just
Victor
sucking.
Hugo?
Yeah, Victor Hugo sucking a huge dick.
There he is.
There he is. Nope, there he is.
That doesn't look anything like you.
No, it really doesn't, and it's only because I have
mustache.
a fucking mustache.
Yep.
And that's the type of shit that pisses me off, is that it's not even creative. You just saw one thing and you're like, that guy looks exactly like
Was
that.
she like smiling? Like, hey, have you ever seen Victor Hugo? You kind of
No,
look
she
like
was-
him?
she
She's
was
like, you are Victor.
so calm. She was just like, hey,
What a loser.
I just want to let you know, you look like Victor Hugo. And I was like, I don't know who that is. She's like, look him up. I was like, I won't. And then I got curious about it, and then I did. And like one of the first things that comes up is an old timey poet who I look
French poet.
Yeah, that I look
Victor
nothing
Hugo.
like, and I'm like, oh, all right,
Maybe in his younger days.
maybe, but it's all those old like fucking
Yeah, it's all old ones.
looks like an old pop up.
Where when this
And
one, this is like with Freddie Mercury though. It's like
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury had a big mustache, so it's like it looks like Shane. It's like why? It's the same. Like I was saying, it's the same thing with dudes with like red hair and dark frame glasses. People are like, dude, that's bees. Looks just like I'm like. I get it. I get what you're saying, but the guy looks nothing fucking like me. And that guy looks nothing like you.
I just wanted to be like, yeah, you look like a stupid bitch.
I looks like
Did
the
anybody ever
sexiest
tell you that?
landscaper you'll ever meet. In your life, dude. He's like, do you want the hedges done, Mrs. Tenwood?
I pulled a Clooney in your pool.
Yeah, that's what I shit.
Just crapped in the filter over there.
Yeah, so she stopped you to say that.
Stop me to literally say that and like walk away, which is like, you went out of your way to approach a stranger on the street, and it just made me pissed off. I was like, dude,
You should have chased her down. I'm like, fuck you.
I wanted to punch her in the mouth
I've been sick if you punched her in the
because
mouth.
it was just like like Philadelphia opens up, people are out again. They're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to tell this random fucking dude on the street that he looks like.
See, that's what it is. It's all the idiots are out right now.
Yeah,
They need
man.
to get that. There needs to be a little allotment time of Philadelphia getting back to like, you don't do that. Like I've
Yeah.
talked about it a million times. It's like people like randomly doing that. I'm immediately on guard because it's like that's how I grew up, and it's also like follow it up with fucking what you're about to ask me. Money.
Spit it out.
Fucking, yeah, mostly money. You know, or a cigarette, something.
This was no solicitation whatsoever.
Should have been like, I fucking hate you, bitch.
I wish I could have just. I wish I had one in the chamber. I would have just ripped a fucking. That's what I wish. Oh my god! I wish I fucking had.
That would have been fucking hysterical.
Victor Hugo. That would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah. So you went down to Helium.
Went down to Helium. That was fucking all right. Ran into a chick I used to bang, which was fucking weird as hell. And she's doing great. I good luck chucked her. That was fucking weird.
She's engaged?
Yeah, she's married.
Ah.
She's married. She has a great life.
Wait, she got married in that time? Was it a dude she was seeing before you or something?
No.
Because that wasn't. When was that? That was
probably a while ago.
Okay.
We messed around, and then we stopped seeing each other, and then almost like a month later, she started seeing this guy, and now they're fucking married. They live in fucking Vermont. Own a beautiful house. Have a dog. What a bunch of bullshit. And I'm doing great. I'm doing great, dude.
Was her fiance there?
No. If he were there, I would have punched him in the mouth.
Be like, you want to remember me? I'll see you, dude. My name's Victor Hugo. Vicky Hugo.
You might want to move the flag out of the way in that puss while you're in there dicking around.
Like, who are you? You're just like, does this ring a bell?
Hold on, baby.
Did you take your shirt off? I can't believe that picture, though, was going for what, $50,000?
Yeah, that was like
that picture. Wasn't it on?
Like $3,000.
It was on whatchamacallit's website.
Christine's.
No. Yes, it was on the Stephen King movie website. Christie's. What was the auction house that was on it?
It's Christie's.
It's a very fucking. It's like one of the most famous auction houses in the world. It's Christie's, right?
Crispies.
Holy fuck!
Who cares?
Why are we so retarded?
Who cares who sells?
I think it's hilarious. He's at Christie's.
Why would we know about auction houses?
Yeah,
well, because it was on that picture when you brought it up. That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So
$3,000 for a gay dude.
I think it was way more than that.
I think it. I mean, again,
well, it's just because it was a fucking
Warhol.
Yeah, Andy Warhol,
which is
who's the fucking. He's the worst artist I think. I don't know much about art, but he stunk. Like he
just got lucky, right? He got lucky. He got lucky for the time he was in, and he got lucky that he was like this fucking new wave type of guy. He also got lucky that he used. And again, it's going to sound fucked up to say, but he used the fact that he was gay and gay was vogue and in to get ahead. And I know that sounds fucked up, but it's totally true. The fact that he was gay and a bohemian and like, just this like...
He was from the Bahamas. He was like, hey, man, I'm Warhol. I didn't know that. Looked more like you from like Indiana or something.
Fucking Andy.
He's a full-on Jamaican. I'm like, what?
He's just from Kingston.
Yeah, whoa.
Out of control.
Not a white part either.
No, not the white part.
He's from Haiti.
He's like Lot of Mercy.
He's Wyclef's grandfather. Like, whoa.
But yeah, he just got lucky having all those things with him, and then he made a bunch of fucking silk screen prints.
That's all they were, right? Like he didn't paint any. Like there's, obviously, did Campbell Soup get a piece of that?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
You know what's weird is my mom actually, the heirs to the Campbell Soup fortune went to my mom's school. The whole family. There was like 4 kids, so like throughout the years they did. And for some reason, I remember being that young, like seeing, because Sam, one of the kids, who's I'm probably running Campbell's now, but we were like 11. I remember like being like, "Do you get money from that?" Because it's a very famous Warhol, whatever. I didn't ask him.
Dude, that'd be funny if Warhol did other things. Like he did one with Astroglide in it. He's like, they're not gonna pay me anything.
You're so funny. He just did like a Coors Light can, like a Coors Banquet bottle.
Dude, if they just sue him back to the Stone Age, like you're going.
Then usually if he did like a Schlitz or PBR, and they're like, well, we're retiring.
We're not making any money here.
They would just crush Warhol.
Those Campbell's kids, did they ever like hold that over you? That they were like going to be
they're actually really super nice. Yeah. Sam was a man, dude. I was good friends with him for a while.
Sam Campbell?
No, they're not the Campbells anymore. The Campbell family is there is a Campbell family involved, but there's another family that's more direct to the money.
Oh, damn it, man!
I won't give out the last. I mean, you could just Google it.
Yeah,
but
I guess you could.
I went to camp with Sam. He was the man, and yeah, the only thing you really knew, because it was all rich kids that went to my mom's school, but the only way you really knew he was above is because he was getting picked up in like a Bentley limo.
Damn it!
But he was totally down to earth,
man.
Then you go to his birthday party.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds
Came
like...
home mad at my dad a couple times.
Richie
like, what are you doing with
your
life, dude? Why do we not have an elevator that goes up one flight of steps?
Dad,
I'm walking like an asshole.
I go home. My dad's like, I built an elevator.
It's a dumb waiter.
Here's we go, dude. Part of a refrigerator with
It's just Shecky with a book bag, or Sheppy with a book bag with strings on it. He grips you up. He pulls you. Yeah,
my dad's
Sheppy
he's got the bicycle crack. He's like, now here you go up to the second floor.
Yeah, dude.
You like that?
Yeah. So other than that, though, they never. I really only knew like one family that I was like kind of forced into friendship with because of my family. Like my mom was friends with the wife.
Yeah.
That really held that over us. Actually, it was my dad. My dad, he was friends with their dad from back in the day, but he married rich. Big, and you could tell the mom married him because she just hated her dad. Because this guy was a fucking fire guy from like South Philly.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and like not a firefighter. He likes starting.
He's
not big on putting them out. Yeah,
he's like, I love it, dude.
Yeah, you don't have the fire station a lot, but just picking up tips.
He's like, hey, what do you guys do? Fires.
But yeah, and like they had a couple of kids, but their one son, I fucking hate it. I hate him, dude. I remember like we were kids, you know, when they would come around. I didn't see him for like 10 years, and then I saw him. This is like 5 or 6 years ago. I saw him down the shore at like a mutual friend, family friend's big barbecue.
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah,
and I mean, like, dude, I get it. Last time I saw him was like 11 or 12,
man.
And he was never a big dude. But dude, I'm talking like Foley, like crane weight, dude. He was like 480, dude. And he's like, "Hey, Brian." I was like, "Holy shit, you stink!"
Did he come out on bugs like from fucking Sergeant Troopers? Like, hey,
yeah, he came out like he got wheeled out like Jabba. Yeah. Like,
he's got his own wheelbarrow. Like, Brian, thank
just
God.
eating these 3-eyed fish. He's got the tongue out. I know. Stop in Philly.
It's great, dude.
It's awesome.
That's fucking crazy, man. My mom had a friend that I met. Her son. We went to like their apartment complex had a pool, and I don't know what I don't know what my mom. I think my mom worked for Avon for a little bit. She did some Avon shit on the side.
Yep.
And this lady and her worked at the same nursing home, and I guess they were going over some Avon shit. Who the fuck knows what?
Yep.
So then this kid named Zachary and Kyle and I went to the pool, and Zachary was like, I think he was
retarded.
There was something wrong with him.
Sounds about right.
And he was 4 years older than us. And he was like, I'm like one of the best divers. Like
How old were you at this time?
I was like maybe like 10.
So he was like
he's
14. Okay.
And he was just like, I'm one of the best divers like on my team. And I remember looking at him. Yeah, I was like, what team are you talking? He went to a different school.
That didn't have a swim team.
Never knew. He didn't really explain a lot, but all I did know is like I was looking at him, dude. He was shaped like I don't even know how to explain it. He looked like a fucking candied apple. His legs were so thin.
He had like a fat Nunner body. Dude. Remember Nunn has like those mini legs, but when he was big, before he lost all the weight, Nunner had like
It made no sense. And we were like, Kyle's like, where do you dive? He's like, over here on the high dive. And the high dive was just one fucking diving board. And
like a regular size.
Yeah, dude. And he went to go dive. What he did, he slipped on the diving board, smacked his ass and fell in, and then he complained that he fucked his balls up and then went home and left Kyle and I at the fucking pool.
So where was your mom?
They went like somewhere like, hey, can you watch?
Oh, I thought they were like in the apartment while you
No.
So they just let you go.
They went on like a walk around whatever the fucking
neighborhood territory, scoping it out.
The kid just left. And
then I hurt my balls.
They came back and my mom was like, where's Zachary? And then the chick was like, yeah, what happened to Zachary? I was like, he hurt his balls on the diving board. She goes, again?
Yeah, dude. Was he trying to triple Wendy?
What was he doing? It's like, he says he's on the diving team. She's like, he's not on any diving team.
Yeah,
her mom was just like shitting all over this kid. And it's so funny to watch a parent just be like, my son is retarded. I love that shit.
I grew up with that, dude. That's oof. Now that I look back, man, I can't believe a few of like my cousins or good friends didn't kill themselves, man, because they took a beating.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God, dude. I remember like after Little League games, my one boy, dude, he was pitching, got tore up. They had to reset the scoreboard. That's how bad we lost.
God.
And we were playing against Schmitty's kid because I played with Mike Schmidt's kid, John. And Jonathan, we were always friends with him, but I plunked him one time, and ever since then he didn't like me. But like I didn't mean to. Maybe I did. I don't know.
You don't say. Put some chin music on
John,
Schmidt's kid.
it was his team, and dude, he was such a cocky prick. And after the game, we lost. No joke. They had to reset the board. I think it went up to like 20. No Little League scores should go up to 20.
Don't you guys have a mercy rule? I thought that was like a thing. I
Yeah.
thought that was like a real thing. That's not a thing?
No. I mean, there is, I think, but like, I think we were too deep into this loss. So like, it was like 20. It got set back. So I think they ended up, it was like the final was like 7-5, but that meant 27-5.
Jesus.
And my buddy, for some reason, they let him pitch for like 5 innings. I remember even being that young. I was like 11. Being like, why is he still fucking pitching? His dad was like, you got this. This is where we turned it around. Grand slam.
Hell yeah, dude.
Triple. Fucking walking the batters in. So walking the runners in. Dude, afterwards, his dad came up and was like, let me tell you something. I've seen some bad performances. And I know you're better than that. But you know what? Today, maybe even going forward, you're not good and never will be. Come on, get your crap. We're getting in the car. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I remember my dad walking over. He's like, Jesus, they reset the scoreboard? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I fucking knew it.
Dude, there was
I was like, all right. He was like, come on, I'll buy a hot dog. I was like, all right.
Holy fuck. When I wrestled, when I was in elementary school, I remember there was a kid on my fucking wrestling team named Brandon who fucking lost. He lost all the time. Never won. Mm-hmm. But he also and looking back, I'm like, man, this kid probably needed years of therapy right then.
Yeah.
He would cry.
Ugh.
Like while we were like sitting like, cross-legged and all like waiting to go up, he was just like, I can't believe I lost. And his dad was like, you could see his dad like tensing up in the crowd. And then later I remember hearing them in the lobby of the fucking middle school we wrestled at. He's like, what are tears for? What are tears for, Brandon?
How old was he?
Dude, we were like fucking in 3rd grade.
Oh my God.
He's like, what are tears for, Brandon? He's like, no. He's like, they're for pussies, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, dude.
Those sports dads. I mean, there's documentaries on. I mean, Tiger Woods' dad was kind of like that. Yeah. Which was, I don't know, he had a soft side though. He's banging white women in the fucking RV during it all. But he was still out there, had him out there every day.
You know what? I would take my dad banging somebody in an RV than yelling at me. I'll take that.
My dad never yelled at me. My dad, looking back, my dad was always very heavily involved with all of our sports, mostly me because I played. Like my brother played sports, but he gave up pretty quick, and Rissy didn't really play any organized. So it was me. I played from the time of like 5 to.
And it was baseball, right?
Baseball and soccer were my two biggest ones.
Right,
soccer was great because he didn't know shit about soccer. He never played growing up, so you just hear and God bless him. My dad's like, run. Run! That's all he knew. He knows baseball.
Move them legs.
My dad is a genius with baseball and football. But when it came to soccer, I think at the end of the day, he loved, how good I got with it and all the shit I got offered with it. But at the same time, he had no idea about the sport. Dude. So I know he was rooting for me to like push baseball or another sport that he knew. But he'd be like, good kick and run now. I mean, technically, he's not wrong. It's basically soccer.
I hope you started to try. It'd be funny if you wanted to take up other sports that he didn't know. I was like, Dad, I'm into water polo. I was like, swim? Get in there.
Yeah, I tried. I think I was like trying to play lacrosse. And
oh, man.
Me and my dad were like, this shit is gay, dude.
I still don't understand how that fucking sport works at all. We were talking about that.
It's pretty base. It's not hard to understand, but it's fucking boring. Fucking lacrosse sucks. I mean, shout out to O'Connor. He's the only one I really know like collegiate with it.
He's the only person I ever knew.
I remember my dad brought us to a few Wings games when they had it in Philly. It was funny because my dad even told me, he's like, these fucking guys, they don't make any money. Keep in mind, I'm like 12. He's like, don't go for this. Because he was right. All the Wings players had second jobs. They were all like lawyers.
Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah. They all had other jobs.
I played lacrosse in Kensington.
Yeah. Is that just you running with an AK?
Is that you running away from other people?
The groups of black kids that were jumping you every day?
Our first match was against Glen Mills because they didn't want us to play a Catholic League team.
Everybody, yeah, and Glen Mills. Well, how'd they play lacrosse? They're not to hate you because we played them in deck hockey.
I remember you telling that story, and apparently the lacrosse coach never got that memo because we beat them 13-1,
mm-hmm.
But if you look at body count, they won.
Oh, they were just there to steal shit. They don't give a fuck.
That's awesome.
And did they bus in like 3 fucking busloads of them?
Yeah, they had like 9 lines.
Oh, that was
like
they played
changes.
in an intramural.
we had 3, which was the minimal to play a game.
Yeah, in deck hockey we didn't have 2 when they came to play us because People hated us who owned Family Fun Spot. They hated us. This was before the big fight that we almost got arrested for. When Glenn Mills busted in, they didn't tell us. Dude, 3 buses came in. There was probably at least 5 or 6 lines. We maybe had 7 people there. Our goalie was the girls' field hockey coach at our high school.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, George. He was the man, dude. He was so good. No joke. If you play deck hockey or like street hockey, whatever, you're looking for a good goalie, get a guy that knows field hockey.
Oh, yeah.
They're fucking fearless, dude.
Why would
jump in front of anything?
Girls,
he didn't even have a helmet.
Yeah,
he was out there like
he was just Terry Shaw chucking it. Hell yeah, dude.
Eating it. He didn't give a fuck.
That's intimidating.
He was a great goalie too. Yeah, he was literally the only reason we won. That and my buddy, who we would just pass to every time because he played hockey from the time he was like 3, and he'd just shoot it from like mid court.
Damn,
like,
dude. It's always good having a ringer on the team.
Dude, and it sucked because we wore him out like 3 minutes. He's like, dude, stop passing me the puck. He'd be like on the bench. I'd be like, coming at you. Like, bam, look alive. Just fucking shoot it to him. Yeah. So
holy shit.
But yeah, we never got into that. But seeing those parents that we did have, I played with kids. I mean, dude, this one kid, Mike, I played with, his father was like, if you don't make the national team, it was like he was like pushing for him to play on the Kicks, and it was crazy because my mom taught a kid at her school who went on to play for the Kicks. Mike Yvette, who I brought up before, but Mike played for them for a little bit. But it was the same thing in the Wings. They didn't make any fucking money. Yeah. Nobody gave a shit. Like, Philly's going to be like, you know what? We got indoor soccer now. The only reason the fucking Soul was around was because Jaws and Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I was going to say Bon Jovi owned it.
But at the end of the day, nobody gave a fuck about that. Remember they had open tryouts?
Oh, my God.
I was this close to registering Shane. I was. And I remember I told him like a couple years later, he's like, you should have. I would have went down. I was like, honestly, it wasn't like when Papali made the team. There was like real athletes there. I would have went down and laughed. Like, you guys are fucking losers, dude. It's like, yo, I could be the best quarterback or just a kicker in that. The field's only like 18 yards long.
Yeah, I thought indoor isn't like indoor football. There's no out of bounds and the field's way shorter.
Yeah, it's like half the size. It's like 50 yards.
What's the point of that?
Not like the sport, nothing. It's fucking retarded. But we were good, I think. The Soul won, like the fucking,
whatever. There's only 3 teams. I was going to say
they played against themselves in the fucking one side of the away jerseys.
Or you Jaws or Jovi?
They played against the Wings.
Yeah. The Wings had no idea that's how the game's going. It's like
they played at Wing Bowl.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude.
I think they should be recruiting players too.
What, the Wing Bowl?
Yeah.
Are they gonna? They're probably gonna bring that back now. That
that's what they did last year.
No. It's I don't think in this day and age Wing Bowl is.
Why carbs?
No carbs on wings, dude. Keto friendly zone.
Also, I hope. I mean, it would be troubling if you're a Philly retard if they don't bring it back. Do you ever go to it?
I've been to 2, and they are disgusting.
Time. Enough for me.
They're disgusting.
I was there for an hour. I was like, nope, this sucks.
There's nothing worse than... It's funny because I thought in my head, I'm like, oh, man, like these guys are going to like stuff themselves and the bathroom's going to be gross because they're going to be crap. Crap is not the issue. The throwing up is the issue.
Well, everybody's drinking at 6 a.m.
I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, dude, they're just all going to eat that food. They're going to blow up the bathroom because of spicy wings. It'll be poop. Dude, it'll be pooping crazy. And I remember laughing to myself, and then just the amount of vomit.
That pooping crazy.
Dude, I was like, he's going to be pooping. Wow, dude.
That was the janitors meeting before, down in the basement of the Spectrum. Like, listen, big day, poop day. Come on.
It's pooping crazy.
Get your crap face on.
Yeah, I went to one of the last Wing Bowls when Ric Flair hosted. I got to meet Ric Flair.
Oh, that's great.
It was pretty sick.
Dude,
Did Coolio was there?
I was going to say,
who?
Did
Coolio?
I thought you said Julio. I'm like, who is he? One of the janitors? Just a janitor.
So did Ric Flair even know what the fuck where he was at? Like, did he even care that he was at a fucking
like, where's the
Wing
check?
Bowl? Yeah.
He was just like a typical man his age, just wide-eyed, like, what the fuck is...
He doesn't know what he's doing.
That's
why
awesome.
was Coolio there?
He was working. He's working.
Yeah, was he cleaning up the vomit later?
He did half of Gangster's Paradise.
Half.
And
why do you only do
bounced.
half? You got to earn the other half.
He was struggling. I don't know what was up with Coolio that
I think
day,
it's just that he's Coolio.
Yeah.
I think it has nothing to do with
That's so dude, that's hilarious. And even at just an event like that in Philly, everyone writes it off like, hey, look, he didn't look good. I'm glad he didn't, try and finish it.
It's at the Wing Bowl. Like, no one looks good.
Well, it's also like he's up there. And across his mind, like, I don't really remember this song. What's he, like, leaned over, breathing heavy? Like, oh, man, what's this, the second verse? Listen, guys, I'm going to finish this. It's like, what? Did Coolio just go on a magic ride?
Did he fucking end it with, like, a longer, like, Gangsta's Paradise. All right, guys. Yeah, did he do the fucking up and down?
You're putting that he actually put effort into this? This looks like... He was like, all right, if I make it 2 minutes into the song, I get paid.
That's a shot of reality for your fucking talent. It's like, Jesus Christ. See, Flair don't give a fuck because I'm sure he has base pay. I'm sure it costs about $20,000 just to get him there. Coolio was like, we'll give you a couple of wings they don't eat,
Flair charges for woos as well. So it's like...
Damn, his woo
he's got a woo charge. Like, if he does a certain amount, you... have to pay him more.
That's also gay as shit too.
Loser. Do you know that like if you go to and I didn't realize until someone brought it up, if you ever go to like a major sports game or anything on the big jumbotron and it says like woo, it says whoop and not woo. Because woo is trademarked by Ric Flair.
Yeah, the amount of O's.
Yeah.
It has to be like, if it's 5 O's, you got to pay Ric Flair.
What's he watching, like Islanders games? He's like, that looked like 5 O's.
Dude, he's making those figures, dude.
That's funny.
Sitting back, that's how Ric Flair collects a paycheck. He's like, gotta keep the woo watch.
I saw a little mini profile on his daughter. I figured he was just living off her. Jesus Christ. Man. She's like no joke.
No, she's awesome.
She can wrestle her balls off, huh?
Actually, all the kids of every major wrestler have been really fucking good. Even Rey Mysterio's fucking kid.
Ric Flair had a dud of a son.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that guy.
Well, he had a dead of a son,
I was gonna say.
Come on.
I was going to say.
Woo, he's dead. He said way too many O's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? With heroin.
The Grim Reaper put the figure 4 on him, am I right?
Dude, he got locked up. He got spiked up. Woo! Figure spike lock. Got locked into an H-lock.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I saw his profile. It was like pretty amazing. But yeah, there's been duds of wrestlers. What are you talking about? Fucking Benoit's kid?
Again, dead.
No, he has another son. It's still alive.
Wrestles?
He was trying to wrestle, but
I didn't see him.
We've talked about this. He looks identical to Wood.
I know. Oh,
he looks exactly. It's just from his first marriage. I think he still lives up in Canada. That's
I remember now.
He never came down. He came down to the States to visit him while he was still alive and everything. And because he had a good relationship, I think, with Benoit's other 2 kids that he murdered. He was like, yeah, we were great together. And like. I don't think Benoit and his ex-wife got along really well, but he was good with his son, with Wood.
Yeah. I forgot about that fucking kid.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
It's weird. You can't even like say it. Like yeah, look just like Wood. He's probably Chris Benoit. Wait. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, shit. Chris Wood. Damn it. You get what I mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we've talked about him before. If you look at Benoit's son who's still alive from his first marriage, identical to Wood.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Then you think back, it's like
not his whole family thing, just looking like not his old, murdering.
Not that.
The suicide.
He's living off the residuals of that suicide. That Myrtle's that's gonna
right before he put the final choke on his kid with that Bowflex. He's like, hey, at least I don't have to look like
that turtle son of a bitch. Anyway.
Woo!
All right.
That was 19 O's, by the way, Rick.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't sue us, Rick.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What do we at?
58.
Woo! Look at that.
Damn.
That was
woo. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Woo.
Yeah.
All right. Surely censor that, please. We don't want to get.
Yeah, we don't want to get fucking.
Oh, dude, how great would it be to be sued by Ric Flair, though?
I'd laugh at his old face.
Even if you got put away, be like, yeah, I went into jail. I spent time in jail. Why? I was sued by Ric Flair. That's awesome.
Who bankrupted you, Flair?
Dude,
why? Went too many O's.
I'll tell you what, man. That's the type of thing that I would use as like. In my like Tinder profile, it's like, yeah, I was sued by Ric Flair. No big deal. Who wants to suck this dick? That's fucking. I'm telling you.
I showed my O face.
Woo! While I was in county getting deloused.
And also turns out that is a suable offense. I thought.
Turns out.
Dude, that's so funny. Ric Flair suing people of saying woo. He's like. Was that 4 O's? That sounded like 4 O's.
You just get a letter in the mail, and it's just like,
It's just his face. He's like, woo! You've been served.
No, he goes, you've been sued.
Yeah. Like, I bet you he's handing out the fucking indictments too. He's just like, you've been served. That would be baller. I'd definitely take the fucking beating.
You have to, man. Yeah. Ric Flair sues you, you have to go with whatever he does. Especially if he's going to show up to court in the robe and the feather boa. You're like, fuck, man.
You know he's got a court robe. Damn it. He makes the judge come out in the sparkly one.
Oh, dude, he comes out. That's the fucking power move, dude.
His attorney's got one on the day in question. It's like, I can't take it.
Southern lawyer's like,
yeah, he's like, saw. It's a white, sparkly one that he's. Now, saw, let me ask you a question, saw.
We've been here for a long time now.
He goes over to the jury. He's like, good people, the jury.
Yes. Dude, when they tell him to approach the bench,
he's like, Your Honor, can I approach the bench, please? And he's like, the judge is like, hurry the fuck up, dude.
But he also does the thing where he walks away and then falls face first on the ground. You're like,
yo, that one's just heat
the
stroke.
supercell. You're like, what was that about? I don't even know. I'm going to jail for 60 days. Sucks. But I was sued by Ric Flair. Successfully lost. You don't go to war with Flair and win.
You know you don't go to fucking war with Flair.
You lose.
Yeah. Fuck. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yeah, happy
to all the fathers out there.
You're the best.
Yeah, way to do it. And that's good, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Cool. Thank you.